Right, welcome back to the channel, people. We've got a slight issue. It's got a brake judder. They've hit a pothole and they've now got brake judder. I think they've had it wheel aligned. Hasn't made any difference. So we're going to have to look into it today. So I'm going to show you how I go through the process of diagnosing brake judder. On these newer cars, it's quite tricky as all this electric steering and everything, it counteracts a lot of the brake judder, so you can't tell whether it's coming from. On the older vehicles, it's really easy. Brake judder if the shaking's coming through the steering, it's the front brakes. If it's coming through the brake pedal, it's the rear brakes. Not as easy on these new ones. They're a lot harder to figure out. I'm going to show you the process of how we figure out which brake is causing the brake judder. This is an old style brake disc. These ones are fine. I'm going to show you there's a slight design flaw on the newer Mercedes. Yeah, I'll show you that when we get up there. The new Mercedes are really suffering with brake judder. I'll show you why that is. So yeah, show you the process of how to diagnose it. And let's figure out what's causing this brake judder. I'll do a health check first. Make sure there's no bent wheels or anything like that, or suspension components gone. And then yeah, let's get you in, show you how we diagnose a brake judder problem, and I'll hopefully be able to prevent this in the future from hard to explain. Let's I'll just show you when we get there. So let's get this safety checked, get the wheels off, have a look at the brakes. Oh, it's cold in here today. Should have turned the heating on. Yeah, let's get you up there. I'll show you how to diagnose it. Right, just check this over. I found camber arms are gone. I call them camber arms because they adjust the camber. It's the way I do it. You could say lower front rear arm. That's the one it is. But yeah, I'll just show you quickly. If you look up here, go up there, get a lever bar in there. Just lever it like that. You get a slight bit of play. They never cause knocking noises really, unless they get really bad. But they normally start squeaking when you turn in and going over bumps and stuff. Right front is the same. Yeah. Common on these. I've replaced hundreds, if not, maybe thousands. I've replaced a lot. So yeah, I don't think that's causing a brake judder, but it can contribute towards it. So I'm going to show you measuring the disc now. Let's measure the disc run out. Right guys, I'm going to show you the problem on these Mercedes brakes. All the newer brakes from about 2018, 2019 onwards. You'll see this. See this jagged part here? This part is separate to this part. So I'm going to explain to you. Let me get you here. So the issue is with these brakes, all these new Mercedes brakes, is this part. What Mercedes have done to do to try, I'm assuming to keep costs down, is they make this part, which fits basically every Mercedes, and then each different disc that they need thickness, width, size. Then you just push this bit onto that bit. So this bit is literally press fit onto this bit. So what does that mean? That means this is not one piece. I'll just go to show you an old style disc. So this is an old style disc, one solid piece. So this bit can't move, whereas this bit can move on this hub. Poor design, if you ask me. We suffer with these getting brake judder quite a lot. So, list of things that can cause brake judder. Getting your wheels refurbed. Pushes on this, brake judder. Push on that to turn the steering, brake judder. Hit that slightly, brake judder. Pick the disc up, the new disc out the box via this bit, brake judder. Basically, if you fart on these discs, brake judder. They're terrible. So I'm just going to go around, do a disc run out on all the discs, find out which one's causing the brake judder, and then, to possibly prevent this from happening again, I'm going to go with aftermarket discs, but genuine pads. Pads are normally the thing that causes brake squeak and horribleness. So I'm going to stick with genuine brake pads, aftermarket discs. I nearly always stick with genuine parts from Mercedes, just because I come from the dealer. I like it all to be as it comes from the factory. But these things, I'm not even going to say it, but they're terrible. So let's figure out which is causing the brake judder, and then I'm going to recommend to the customer aftermarket brake discs, genuine pads, and then shouldn't have an issue again. Oh, also, all you tyre fitters out there, I know you like getting happy with the Ugga Duggers. Do not get Ugga Dugga happy on these, because you're going to get brake judder. As always, anything causes brake judder on these things. And I did notice taking the wheels off on this, they were mega tight, way tighter than what they should have been. So, tyre fitters, stop blasting wheel bolts on there and then just checking it with a torque wrench, because you know it's going to be torqued, because you've probably done it up to about 200 newton meters. So, I know there's a few good tyre fitters out there, but there's the odd few that just wang them on with a gun. So, gun. So, Ugga Duggers, stay away from them. These things, you should be putting them on hand tight, 80 newton meters, I think, and then 130 to 150 newton meters. But yeah, you shouldn't be blasting these up with a gun. You can nip them up, literally nip them up, but do not wang them in there. So right, let's measure the disc run out, find out which one of these is causing the issue. Right, let's go do this now. Right, so we're going to measure this. It's really tricky on these because you're going to probably hit these little vent ports on the disc. So we're just going to spin it and see. That's a hole. Right, ignore that flick. Really hard on these. Right, that's got a slight bit. Let's go check the other ones. Right, this is the left front. Let's spin this up. Bloody thing. Right, it's flicking when it hits those spots, but other than that, it is straight. You can see this dial is not moving, apart from when it hits the spots. So say that disc is alright, that right front is looking at the moment like the culprit. Let's check the rear ones quickly. Right, rear ones has only got one little dot there, so it's going to be a little bit easier to measure it. You see that gauge barely moving? It's going to move very, very slightly. But there's nothing untoward there. Very minor distortion. Nothing major. Right, let's do the other side. Right, so we're going to do the right rear now. And if you look at that, gauge is barely moving. So, I think we know what the culprit is. Right, so it's the right front. So unfortunately, the brakes all look okay, but it's going to require new discs and pads, as you never put new discs with old pads on, because you can skew and cause weird wear on the disc. So unfortunately, new front discs and pads required for this car. As I said before, I'm going to go with aftermarket discs, or recommend to the customer. They don't have to get it done here. We don't force anybody to get any work done here. But at least they know the problem now. It's going to need front discs, aftermarket discs, and we're going to put some genuine pads in it. So, yeah, I don't know whether a pothole caused this, or whether they had new tyres fitted after they hit the pothole, which in turn they've got happy with the ooga-doogers and caused a brake judder. Hard to tell, hard to prove, but the bolts were very tight. So, yeah. Summarise. Right, so that is how you diagnose brake judder on these new Mercedes. Hopefully it gives you a bit of advice if you do decide to go for brakes. If you take it to the dealer, they have to fit genuine brakes no matter what, so you might be better off going to an independent, like myself, or any other garage, but I would recommend sticking with genuine pads, otherwise you're going to get brake squeak and weird stuff. Genuine pads very rarely suffer from brake squeak, unless somebody hasn't put enough grease on them or anything like that. So yeah, moral of the story is, new Mercedes brakes, rubbish. I hope this helps. If you get brake judder on your C-Class, W205 E-Class, W213 S-Class, 222, W222, any Mercedes brake that has got this pressed on disc, yeah, you could suffer with brake judder. If you're getting tyres fitted somewhere, tell them to be careful with them. Because, yeah, we've seen that before. If you're getting them wheels refurbed, make sure you don't put too much paint on the inside of the wheel. You could do anything to these things and they cause brake judder. Rubbish. Rubbish, rubbish, rubbish. I think it's mainly just to bring down cost. Every bit of cost they save on the million cars that they build adds up to a lot. If they save £1 on per part, they just save £1 million. So you can see why they do it, understandable. But this design flaw, I think it's a bit of a poor design, to be honest. So Hope this helps. Bit of a quick, easy one today. I've got mainly servicing in this week, so nothing that interesting. So, thought I'd show you the process of diagnosing this. Hopefully it'll help you in the future. Might save you a bit of money. Save you a trip to the dealer. Yeah. Let us know anything you want us to do next. Well, doing lots of stuff. Loads and loads of stuff. If you want to see servicing, I can show you servicing, but that is boring. I'll speak to the customer. They don't have to get it done here. We might do it. Probably not going to show you replacing the brakes, because brakes are brakes. Pretty much anybody can replace brakes. Obviously, if they're a mechanic, try not to do it on your own. But yeah, you want your brakes to work. I've seen some horrendous things on brakes. People fitting them wrong way round, upside down, leaving them out. God knows what. I've seen a lot. Yeah. Want to like, comment, subscribe. We'll see what we've got in store for you next week. Don't know what it'll be, as I never know. Too many jobs to remember. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.